Now you have seen influx of Burundians, Ugandans, Nigerians, Congolese, and many other foreigners, African foreigners in Kenya. Why do you think are flocking to Kenya? What is the reason? Why? Now, if you go to the streets, you will see them selling coffee. If you go to Kinyozi, most of them nowadays are Burundians, even hawkers. Now, before we tell you the reasons, here are the jobs for African foreigners in Kenya, especially Ugandans, Burundians, and Rwandese. The first one is hawking. You can hawk coffee and other items. Second one is to be a barber shop attendant. Other one is salon, house helps. You can do even security guards, M-Pesa attendants, waiters and waitress. They can also work as loaders and many more jobs. So there are a variety of jobs available for them. I've even seen some working at massage parlors, and their salary in Kenyan shilling normally is between 8,000 and 20,000. Very cheap. The Kenyan shilling is very strong compared to the currency for our neighbors. Now, why do Kenyans prefer them more than other Kenyans? The first one is trust. Kenyan employers trust African citizens, other African citizens compared to other Kenyans. One is kinyozi. If you employ someone, a Kenyan in kinyozi, in your kinyozi, now you'll make 2,000, give you 500, and the rest they keep, or they open their own kinyozi there. You you employ someone in your chemist who is a qualified nurse or pharmacist. They open their own pharmacy outside there. So what they do is that when you stock drugs, when you tell them to buy drugs to stock, or you stock, they bring their own stock there, or they take the stock to their chemist. They open a similar chemist somewhere where they have employed someone, they stock. If you employ someone to work in a wines and spirits, instead of selling your stock, they buy their own stock, which they sell from morning until they meet their target, or to at least 5 p.m. Then that's when they start selling your products. So you make losses, but someone who is around there might think you're making a lot of money because they see you have so many clients. So trust is one of the reasons. The second one is that they're very cheap. In in Burundi, people earn even 2,000 shillings per month, even 1,500 shillings. So when they come to Kenya and they're employed in a kinyozi and they're paid a commission, daily commission of 300 shillings or 400 shillings, that is up to 12,000 per month. That is enough to pay rent and to survive in Nairobi, and also to send some money to their home. Even the Ugandan shilling is weak. In Uganda, a teacher earns as little as 3,000 shillings, Kenyan shillings. So someone is employed here and is paid from Uganda and is paid 15,000 shillings. That is a lot for them. So that's another reason. Another reason why they prefer them is because they are very loyal, hardworking, and they can produce results. You know, when you are in a foreign country, you have to be very loyal, because you know if you mess, snow will go, you definitely go home. So when you employ someone from a foreign country, you are sure they'll work for several years as long as you are treating them well, and they don't have many options. So they become very loyal, the output is good, and your progress is even accelerated. So that is another reason why they are employed in the country. Also, another reason why Kenyans prefer them is because the local Kenyans don't get excited to work for other Kenyans for those small jobs. For example, a Kenyan cannot employ you to do hawking, but when someone comes from Burundi, you can buy a product and tell them hawk and give me this money at the end of the day, and they can do that job because they don't have many options. I've seen there's another guy who has employed around 15 Rwandese who sell coffee for him in the evening. So there are 15, and each of them brings around 300 shillings per day. 300 shillings times 15. That's 4,500 shillings per day profit from those guys. So it doesn't care how much they make, but they should bring 300 shillings per day. So if you do that, you go and bring such people, around 20 of them, and tell them to sell for you some items and give you even 150 shillings per day. You'll make a lot of money. So that's another reason. So the number of people from Burundi, from Uganda, from Rwanda are coming in large numbers, and they are taking jobs for Kenyans, and they are grasping those opportunities other Kenyans don't want to grasp. So if you are a Kenyan, what do you think about the influx of those people to Kenya? Do you feel worried? Do you feel threatened that they will take your jobs? For me, I see it's a good competition. Let them come and they grow our economy. Yeah.